I'll just tell you what my speech was, because it's the one I'll make all over the state this month, and that is that we have a big problem. It's not an insoluble problem, but it's insoluble if we don't work together. It's not the product of one party, it's the product of many people over a long period of time. We've got too much debt, and our deficit's growing too fast. And there are 5 things that we can do that can correct that situation over time. It's not an instant fix, nothing would be. You didn't get into the problem instantly, you're not going to get out of it. But number 1 is we need to cut our spending. That's the first step. In my office, since I've been in Washington, I've cut $3.1 million and returned it to the Treasury, which is about 12% of the appropriated budget I've had for 13 years. And I ran a company. I was talking to E.G. Maybaum today. I told E.G., I know what we had to do in 68, 74, 82, and 91 when we ran the company. We found out we could do away with a lot of things we didn't think we could do away with. The federal government's going to have to do the same thing, reprioritize its spending and cut. Second thing we've got to do, we'll never address the long-term problem if you don't address Social Security. It's fixable today exactly the way Reagan and Tip O'Neill fixed it in 1983, by pushing eligibility out in the out years as people's longevity grows, as their life expectancies go, as they work longer as a working citizen, push their eligibility out. I was the one that Reagan pushed. I was 39 in 1983, and they said, you know what? We're going to take 1943 and after, and we're going to make them eligible for Social Security at 66, not 65. Excuse me, that's when I became eligible. Now, as you know, it goes to 67 in a few years. But we need to continue that incremental push, so in 2050 and 2075, the eligibility age is out there at 68 or 69 or maybe 70. That's the way you actuarially fix the structural problem with Social Security. Medicare has got to be on the table. It is the single biggest growth element of federal spending. The health care bill that the President passed, and that I did not support 2 years ago, took $500 billion out of the trust fund so they could say they had it paid for, but that robbed our seniors and pushed the bankruptcy of Medicare up into the end of this decade, which is unacceptable. And the way it has to be fixed depends on how you look at health care. I'm one that believes in a private system versus a government one-size-fits-all system, which is the way the current plan is going to take us. But I think Paul Ryan had a great idea to means test premium support for all seniors. Excuse me, and I don't know a senior my age, and I am a senior, and I'm a Medicare Part A card carrier. Every one of us realizes if our children and grandchildren are going to have Medicare, we've got to be willing to restructure the system. And we've got to do it now, and the quicker we do it, the easier it'll be.